The Black History Committee would like to share more little-known facts about Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on the eve of his 95th birthday. Did you know that Martin Luther King's famous "I Have a Dream" speech was partially improvised and that the iconic phrase was left out of the original draft? He had used the phrase in several speeches prior to the March on Washington on August 28, 1963. Dr. King was encouraged by his friend, Mahalia Jackson, who said to him, "Tell them about the dream, Martin." Did you know he was arrested 29 times for participating in boycotts, peaceful protests, sit-ins, and marches for civil rights? Did you know Dr. King survived an assassination attempt a decade before his death? The woman who stabbed him claims that she had been after him for 5 years because she thought he had ties to the Communist Party. He affirmed his belief in nonviolence, saying that he had no feelings of malice toward the woman. Did you know that after his death, his family filed a civil lawsuit against the government and won? On December 8, 1999, a unanimous decision by 12 jurors in the King versus Jowers case concluded that Dr. King's death was the result of a conspiracy. Did you know that Dr. King enjoyed singing, playing golf, and tennis in his very rare free time? Did you know that some of his favorite foods were fried chicken, stewed greens, sweet potatoes, and pecan pie? Did you know that MLK was a prankster as a kid? He played tricks on family, friends, and neighbors. He was just an ordinary kid. Did you know that more than 730 streets in the United States are named after him? Did you know that Congress enacted the Civil Rights Act of 1968 a few days after Dr. King's death? Did you know that in 1964 he received the Nobel Peace Prize? Did you know that he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom posthumously by former President Jimmy Carter in 1977? Did you know that he and Coretta Scott King were awarded a Congressional Gold Medal in recognition of their many contributions to the Civil Rights Movement in 2004? Did you know that Dr. King's final message predicted his fate?
Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with me. Happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
This is a CBS News special report.
Dan Rather reporting for CBS News from New York. The Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. was shot to death by an assassin late today as he stood on a balcony in Memphis, Tennessee.
Continue to rest in peace, Dr. King, on this, your 95th birthday.